Drawn in for the first time, just what excitement does that bring to you this morning?
Yeah, I mean, it's good to be back in the lineup, right? So I like to play hockey, so let's play hockey today.
We have heard from Dean how much he encourages D to jump up in the play. You must love that system, right? You must love that style of play, and how do you plan to take advantage of it?
Yeah, I mean, it's good for everybody. I mean, so it's a lot of skating too. So we have to be ready for it, and I hope we get another W today.
It seems to be your part of your game as well. How can you benefit from it?
Yeah, I try my best. I'm just trying to play my game, and my game is jump to the play and then be offensive guy. So I want to put up some points too. So I'm just want to be involved. So it's good for me right now.
How surprised were you that it's taken this long for you to get into the lineup?
I mean, it's business, right? It's hockey, so I hope I've earned that opportunity to play today, and I hope I'm just want to prove I can play here. So that's my point right now, and I just want to help the team win.
As a player, I mean, do you kind of like that you have to earn it?
Yeah, I mean, I think I work hard for that opportunity right now. So yeah, I mean, I'm just wanna we have it over there. This is earned, not given. So I mean, that's my story right now.
Having just seen your old friends here.
And
played
there's no friends.
Okay. Having just played against this Wild team recently, is that a benefit to you? How can it be a benefit to you? You said you were pretty happy with that effort there in St. Paul a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I think anytime you get a second crack and this quickly at a team, you obviously have clips, as they will, of how they want to play against us and exploit some stuff that we think. And obviously they'll be doing the same thing that they think they can get an advantage on. So, yeah, it's fun. It's fun to put game plans together for us coaches. Hopefully the players go out and execute.
So I've a few lineup questions here. Have you decided on 11-7?
There's a lot of Minnesota people here. Yeah, probably.
Now, just your overall take on 11-7? Is that just a last resort to you, or what do you look at when you consider that kind of alignment?
No, I think there's some strategic stuff. You can get other people involved, obviously, and you can double up some guys that you feel as a group that are playing well, put them into positions, and there's positives and negatives, but if we use it as a positive and hopefully get everybody involved, then hopefully it'll work out into our advantage.
Dean Jiricek came into the league with a reputation for being a defenseman willing to jump up on the plate. Seems like he would be a fit for this system. Can you speak to his game, his natural tendencies, and what his challenges are in fitting within the system?
Yeah, no, 100%. He's got offensive instincts, right? That doesn't mean that. We play riverboat gambler hockey. We want all our D to jump into the play. There's no question about that. It doesn't matter, who you are or what you're perceived as being an offensive guy or defensive guy. Every one of our guys, we want to get involved. We've talked about that a lot, is that to score in the National Hockey League, you need the defenseman to get involved. Defensive structures are too good. Players are too good. Goalies are great. We're going to ask him to get up into the play as much as we ask everybody.
Dean, you've been on both sides of Kirill Kaprizov and what he brings to a hockey game. When you're the guy on the other side, what are some things your team has to do to limit what Kirill can do in a game?
Just try to stay on the right side of him, obviously. He's such a gifted skater. His edges are so great. It's hard to stay with him, but the more people, the more layers he has to go through, the better off we are going to be. But clearly, he's a special player that works it was just such a pleasure to watch him work and each and every day. So, we've got our challenges with him for sure tonight.
It's just one game of Justin Danforth. What did you think of the first impression there?
Yeah, really loved his energy, loved his competitiveness, his puck battles. He actually stated to me a couple days ago that that's one of his concerns when he was coming back, is that he wasn't able to win those puck battles when he had that competition. And, he's worried about the injury. And by all accounts, I told him by all accounts, the coaches said it has nothing to do with your hands. It has everything to do with your will and your desire. And he has both of those. Killed penalties for us. Played a lot, right? Especially when KJ went down. We had to slip him into a different role, possibly. Played a lot of minutes. He'll be a big part of our team, obviously, tonight and moving forward.
And injuries certainly are a part of it, but are you still trying to look for roles for certain guys? Like, Kevin Lebangas, everyone here, maybe a little bit of a demotion, but you're still trying to look for the way that you want certain guys to fit in?
Yeah, obviously our hockey club's we've had to move people around and get people in different situations because of the injuries. And again, they happen. We're asking a lot of people to step up. We've talked about earning your more ice time. Guys are earning that each and every night that they play. They're given, like last game, some guys now who weren't going to kill penalties, they're going to kill now because KJ's out power play. Somebody's got to slip into his spot. So there's a healthy competition within our room, and hopefully everybody wants to step up and play a bigger role in our hockey club.
On KJ, do you have any further idea on what he's facing?
No. Don and I talked about it this morning. Don doesn't like to give timelines. I'm not giving timelines, but it's not short term.
And are you willing to share your goaltender tonight? Who your goaltender will be?
Sure.
And who might that be?
Danny.
Dean, I think Olivier had maybe 4 goals in the preseason. He had a nice 2-point night the other night. Are there elements of his game that maybe didn't seem apparent when you see him as a fourth-line fighter / checker type of player?
Yeah, I mean, 2 questions ago about guys having the opportunity to step up and elevate their roles within our hockey club because of circumstances with the injuries, but because of how they played. Ole's, like you said, Ole scored goals in the preseason. Do I see him as a fourth-line fighter? No. I see him as a penalty killer. I see him as a forechecker. I see him as a leader within our dressing room and on the ice, and a fantastic teammate. So he gets an opportunity to play more minutes the other night because of what happened. He'll get an opportunity tonight to play more as well.
Just curious if in your conversations with Don about Goodbranson, do you know anything more there? I know it seems like it's going to be long term just because he's on IR and it didn't look good. Do you know if there's going to be surgery needed or anything? Or?
I'm going to let Don handle that, like he talked about Boone. So Don will, I'm sure, address you guys with those type of things. I'm more concerned about the group in our room right now.
I guess kind of related to that a little bit is we talked about you keeping 8 defensemen to start the season, and immediately you kind of have to dip into that depth right now. Is it? I mean, you don't ever want to lose one of those guys, but to have the kind of depth you guys have here on the blue line, how much can that help, in this early going?
Well, I'll take it another step further, and I think it was at the end of training camp. One of the things that I was really pleasantly surprised about coming here is the depth of our organization in general. I didn't know who was in our organization and what type of players they were. But after going through training camp, yeah, we've got guys that are in Cleveland that are call-up guys. Sometimes you only have that one guy or 2 guys. We've got several people on the front end and several on the back end that we can look to if we need be. And like I said, we've had to do that with some injuries here, and we're happy with the depth of our organization. Yeah, well, yeah, he's good to go. Thanks, Minnesota people.